Hello and welcome. I'm your host Elizibar. This is DCeased, War of the Undead Gods. And what a cool looking cover, not because of the Green Arrow, but because of Black Canary, who is Earth's Green Lantern at this point in time in this story. That's right, thumbs up. Like, I really like this cover because she's looking awesome right there, fighting all these bad dudes. Oh gosh, where do I even start? So much is going on in this. I mean, we got like Lobo showing up over here on the left, absolutely murdering a Light Ray, which is funny. That poor dude, he gets no respect. Like, nobody likes Light Ray. That's the one thing I've learned in comic books is nobody likes Light Ray. The New Gods stuff, like the Mr. Miracle miniseries from a while back, like Light Ray got disrespected in that. Light Ray's getting disrespected in here. Nobody. It looks like we're not getting direct sun anymore. So let me see if I can't get us a little bit more sunlight here while you look at this cool art. And at poor Mr. Miracle, who just gets murked by his son. Ouch, dude. Ah, ooh, itch. Right there. Mm, 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 mm. That's rough. And if you missed the end of the last issue, that's right. Alfred became the spirit of vengeance. He became the Spectre after the previous Spectre got separated from being the man, and the entity became separate because of Mr. McSplit Alfred, with all of his rage, with all of his need for revenge, after Leslie got killed, after Bruce got killed, Alfred ain't taking anybody's stuff anymore. Alfred, one man wrecking crew, probably the most powerful being sitting around in the universe at this moment in time. So, Damien is dying. He's got the disease, like he's infected. My head, I can feel it. I can't stop it. But Damien talks Alfred down from the ledge because Alfred, spirit of vengeance, he wants to go get revenge for all the things that have been done. He talks him down from the ledge, and Alfred leaves. He goes off to do some other stuff. Meanwhile, the fight just keeps going. You've got all these superpowered dudes and dudettes. They're all beating the ever-loving schnot out of each other. On the one side, you got a bunch of new gods, Thanagarians, and so on. On the other side, you got what's left of the mainstream heroes from the Justice League. Or, in a lot of cases, they're kids. Because this ain't the original Wonder Woman. She kind of got killed. Like, she was back on Earth, and I believe she is no more at this point in the story. But, yeah, it's really good stuff. And when I was talking about some other DC books from years ago, the other day, it kind of struck me that you really couldn't follow along with this book unless you'd already been reading this book. This is clearly written to be read as part of a bigger overarching story. There's no way I think you could pick this up and make sense of what was going on in it. That's something I think comic books have kind of lost over the years because if you can't just pick up a random issue, it makes it really hard to get into new stuff. Like when I was a kid, lots of issues were just standalones. You would have a Spider-Man book. There'd be some stuff that carried over from the last issue, and they'd give you little references, like as seen in Captain America number 257 or whatever. And there'd be leftover threads to take you into the next issue. But the meat of the story didn't require you to know that stuff. And it didn't carry over into that stuff. It just gave you a nice solid story that had like a hook at the beginning and a hook at the end so there could be a big continuity of story. But it didn't demand that you keep reading your book over and over again, or on again, or however I want to phrase that. The other thing I wanted to show off was this little bit here. Brainiac gets taken over by the anti-life equation thing, and Cyborg has to face him down. And I thought this was pretty cool because there's not a lot of like pew 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 lasers or whatever. But Cyborg, if you remember, isn't he like the one he like came up with like the way to cure the disease from within himself? Like if I remember right, like this seems like a bad idea for the disease for the controlled Brainiac to try to take over Cyborg, which he's trying to do right here, because Cyborg literally is the cure. And yeah, he wins that duel, that battle of wills or whatever you want to call it. I thought it was pretty cool. It's right at the staples, the spine. I swear I can speak English, man. Look, I'm excited. Okay, I'm excited because I just read this book and I really like this book. The art's great. I've been having so much fun with this miniseries. It's a blast. The stakes are high. The crazy stuff that's about to happen and is happening and did happen just keeps getting crazier issue to issue. Like things are on this upward trend and it's going to explode. Like we've got like what? One more issue? We got one more issue and things are going to go kaboom. And I want to be there for it. And if you've been following along, you might want to be there for it too. I don't know. That's all I got to say, man. I really just dug this issue. I'm kind of dancing around a lot of stuff I want to talk about because if I start talking about it, I'll talk about everything that happened and I'll completely spoil the book. And I don't want to do that. What I want you to do, what I'm hoping for, what I'm hoping happens, is somehow you manage to get the other 6 issues before this. You go buy this from your store, and then you're prepped and ready with me to go read issue 8. That's where I'm at in my life, and that's where I want you to be at so we can go forward together and have a great time. All right, you all have a great day. I sure hope to see you again next time. And until then, I got a squeaky chair and a thumbs up. Goodbye.